Hello friends. In the last video we had seen what exactly a class is. उस लेक्चर को आज हम एक्सपेरिमेंट से समझेंगे when we said a class is a group of similar type of objects. So let us create a class and also create an object into it. As you can see on the screen, we had created a class whose name is 1, which is having a method public static void main string r, and it's containing a function system.out.println. You need not worry about this function definition. In the next video we will explain every keyword that is written within this. इस वीडियो में हम सिर्फ कंसंट्रेट करेंगे इस क्लास के ऊपर. As you can see, this function, this program whose name is first.java contains a class 1. How can we use this class 1? A class can be used to create objects. So how can we create an object? An object can be created by citing the class name like 1 followed by the name of the object like my first object is equal to, then we need to give a keyword that is called as new followed by the name of the class, that is 1 followed by the parenthesis and semicolon. This is, we have created an object. Let us create another object, 1 followed by the name of the object like second object is equal to new 1 followed by parenthesis and semicolon. Now what we have done, we have created two objects. The first object is named as my first object, the second object is named as my second OB. This is just similar to writing a statement like int my first OB, comma my second OB in C language. Let us relate. Now in this C statement we may say that these are two variables belonging to the class int. But in my Java program, the two variables my first OB and my second OB, these are two variables, we may say, rather they are called as objects, they belong to the class 1. In this way we can relate the class name with the word int. So in so many ways, if we need to get the relationship between a data type and class, we may say a very important thing about a class is that a class is an abstract data type in C language, in Java language. Abstract data type. Class is an abstract data type. What do we mean by abstract? We'll actually see what do we mean by an abstract. Abstract is a word that is not physical. Now this data type int, like if we talk about int and you are asked about what is int, so we can say that int is something like we cannot see. What we can see here is we can see only the variables, because the variables reside in the memory and they take space. So anything in our real world which takes space is called as object, but the type of an object is called as the class. So किसी भी अगर आपको रियल वर्ल्ड में कोई भी चीज़ ऐसी है जो दिखती है, anything you can see, you can touch, you can feel, you can say that that is an object. Like for example, I have a pen in my hand. So what that is, if I can see or touch that pen, that is an object. We can say that, what is that? We can say that it is a pen. So what that pen word is, that pen word is, by meaning or by saying pen, we may say that we are talking about the type of object that I am handling it. So that object that I am using in order to write belongs to the class pen. So let us see what actually happens when I compile this program. एक और फीचर जावा के प्रोग्राम का I would like to explain along with this, that you can write multiple classes inside one Java program. Like, for example, I can have another class inside the same program. I can have another class inside the same program. The name as 3, like this. And all these classes can have multiple definitions of its members. So anything that is written within a class is called as its member. So we need to give member definitions inside a class. And there are two kinds of members we encounter inside a class. One category is called as data members. Another category is called as member functions. If we see this class 1, you may encounter that इस class के अंदर हमने सिर्फ एक function लिखा है, that is described as main. We say that the class 1 contains one member function, that is main. This class 2 does not contain anything, so it is not mandatory to write anything into a particular class, but in that case that class is a wastage. Like we have put anything written within this class 2 and 3 as blank. So ये दोनों classes हमारे लिए blank हैं. There is nothing written within it, means that इन classes के object कुछ भी define नहीं करते. So in order to define something, we need to write either a data member or either a member function or anything, either of the two. So let us compile this program. This class, the program name of this is named as first.java. Now this is one recommendation to all the programmers, that the name of the program should be the name of one of its classes. Like इस program के अंदर हमने 3 classes लिखी हैं. The first class name is 1, the second is 2, and the third class is named as 3. So इस program का जो नाम है, although it is free, you are free to write any name to this particular program, but it is recommended that this program should be saved as with the name of its class. ये mandatory तब हो जाता है जब कोई भी class इस program के अंदर public बन जाती है. Like for example, if I name the class 1 as public. So अगर आपके Java के program में कोई भी एक class public है, like in this program we have made class 1 as public, then it will be mandatory to give this name as 1.java to this whole program. Now that, because I have not spoken about public, I will not include this, so I will leave it to you to name anything. Like अभी हम इस program का नाम change करेंगे and we'll save it with the name as 1.java. जब भी हम किसी program को save करेंगे, we must remember its location. As you can see that once we are giving the name as 1.java, we know that this program is going to be saved in the folder Java program. And this will be saved along with this another program that is already there in this folder. So let us save it. So once we save it, we can go to the class prompt and see how it is compiled. So we are here in this folder in D Java program. So before we make use of Java C, let us see whether there is 1.java that is present here or not, and we here ensure that this is already present. So how to compile it? Like we have done it in the last program, we do Java C and write 1.java. इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने से पहले मैं आपको इस फोल्डर का एक बार फिर से इसके कंटेंट दिखाना चाहता हूँ. That this Java program right now contains 2 classes. One is test.class, another one is test2.class. What will happen when I compile this? You will see that once we compile this, this will result into 3 .class files which will be saved within this folder. Let us compile it. Now as it is compiled successfully, there is no error into it. If we see the contents, you will see 3 more dot class files present in this folder like this. As you may see that there is 1 dot class, there is 2 dot class, there is 3 dot class. The 3 more classes are present. ये आपको एक चीज और सिखाता है कि जब भी हम किसी प्रोग्राम को कंपाइल करेंगे तो वी मस्ट नो दैट उस प्रोग्राम के अंदर कितनी क्लासेस हैं. जितनी क्लासेस उस प्रोग्राम के अंदर होंगी, जब भी हम उसे कंपाइल करेंगे उतनी डॉट क्लास फाइल्स एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद, जावा सी एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद आपके फोल्डर में बन जाएंगी. अगर हम इस प्रोग्राम को दोबारा से कंपाइल करते हैं, लेट अस रिकंपाइल इट. सो व्हाट विल हैपन इफ वी रिकंपाइल इट? नथिंग स्पेशल. ये तीनों फाइल्स दोबारा बनेंगी और पिछली फाइल्स ओवरराइट हो जाएंगी. इट इज़ ऑलवेज रिकमेंडेड दैट जब भी हम किसी प्रोग्राम के अंदर कुछ चेंजेस करें तो उसे रिकंपाइल करें और फिर उस प्रोग्राम को रन करें. सो नाउ वी हैड सीन लास्ट वीडियो कि किसी भी प्रोग्राम को एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए हम इंटरप्रेटर का यूज़ करते हैं विच इज़ नोन एज जावा. अब इस प्रोग्राम को कैसे एग्जीक्यूट किया जाए? बिकॉज दिस प्रोग्राम कंटेन्स 3 क्लासेस 1, 2 and 3. वी मस्ट नो हम सिर्फ उसी क्लास को एग्जीक्यूट कर सकते हैं थ्रू जावा इंटरप्रेटर विच कंटेन्स मेन मेथड, like I show you with an example. If we execute Java command with 1, if I write Java 1, we know that 1 dot class contains main definition. So once I execute it, you will see that it gets executed successfully. There is no error. But if we execute Java with 2, it will give you an error. It says that main method not found, because in class 2 we had not mentioned any main method. यही error हमें तब भी आएगी जब हम class 3 को compile करेंगे. As you can see, the same error comes in. How to remove this error? Let us create the main definition within class 2. How this main is written? You must always remember main is always public, static and void. And inside main we always write string with capital S in the array form and name this array variable as anything. So as I have included this main right now, we will save it. We save this program and go to the command prompt again and use Java C. The name of the program is 1.java. Let us compile it again and let us execute now class 2. Once I executed, you see that initially it was giving you an error. Right now it is not, because right now it contains the definition of main into it. So this is, students, how a program can be written with single class, with multiple classes, and a program can be executed. In the another video, in the next video, we will see what exactly do we mean by including main method. So by then, thank you.